So that's how easy it is to get up and running with this dash cam from DBPower. Basically take it out of the box, stick it to your windshield, plug it in your cigarette lighter, and you're ready to go. Let's go over some of the menu features on this dash cam. So pretty simple interface. Your power button is going to be up here. So let's go into our menu, and inside there's two different menu systems. This one is basically going to be about your picture. So there's the size. If you go in there, you can go 1080 full HD, 1080p, 720p, and VGA and QVGA. I've really only messed around with the full HD because I figure go through with the highest resolution, and that's going to give you the best picture quality. The next option is going to be your exposure. So if we go in here, this is going to give you plus or minus and 0. So if you find that the camera tends to overexpose, you can dial it down a little bit, or if it's underexposed, you can go up a little bit. So if we back out of there, the next option is white balance. Let's go in here, and you can leave it on auto, which is what I suggest, or you can manually dial it into daylight, cloudy, fluorescent, and incandescent. So our next option is anti-shake. We'll go in there and you can either have it on or off. This is gonna, stabilize your video a little bit. Loop recording is your next option. If you have it off, it'll record in one long continuous file. You can have 3 minutes, 5 minutes, or 10 minutes. And motion detection, this is set to off by default. So I just left it there. This is gonna, if it detects motion, it's gonna turn on and start recording. Your next option is record audio, and that's either on or off. So if you wanna get the audio from inside the car and perhaps outside the car, turn that on. Your next option is going to be date stamp. If we go in there, you have it on or off. So you set the date and your time. So if anything happens, you know exactly when it occurred and on which date. So I suggest leaving that on if you're using this for a dash cam purposes. But if you wanted to record for just straight video, you might want to turn it off. And then we cycle back to size. So then we're going to go over to the next option. So in here, you can set your date and your time, and you can have it on or off. Next option is auto power off. Once you cut power to the car, it'll shut off. Next option is the G sensor. So in here, you're gonna have various levels to set this to: 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, or even off. So the default setting is 2. So it's kind of in the midway point. This is gonna kind of detect impacts. Depending on how you set this, it's gonna detect any sort of vibration or impact with the car and kind of mark clips. So up to you what you want to set this to. If you set it too low, you're not going to get anything. If you set it too high, you're going to get basically every little bump you hit. Next option is license. So you can set, your license plate or something like that, or a driver ID number. I haven't messed around with it. And if you go down to beep sound, that's you can either have it on or off. It's gonna beep when you push the buttons, fairly self-explanatory. If you go into your backlight setting, it's gonna set how long it's gonna take the screen to shut off. So the default setting is off. I recommend probably shutting it off. Maybe 1 minute's plenty, depending on what you wanna do with it. If you like having it on, if you like being able to see what you're shooting. Kind of distracting though if it's on all the time. Next option is language. Fairly self-explanatory. You can pick whichever language you want. Next option is frequency. If you go in there, 50 hertz or 60 hertz. So depending on what you want to set that to, the default setting is 50 hertz. And then other options, TV mode. You have NTC or PAL. Image rotation, you can either have that on or off. Format is going to format your SD card, and then default settings will default all the settings. And then your firmware version. So the screen is nice and bright, easy to see during the daytime, and you have your various options on there. It's going to tell you you're on auto white balance. It's going to tell you your 3-minute loop recording, your date and time at the bottom here, how much battery you have. This does have a small battery in it, but you're not going to want to run around shooting with it. It's basically to power up and maybe shoot very quickly or check files that you have if you don't have access to a power adapter. In the upper right hand corner, it's going to tell you if you're shooting 1080p or whatever you have the resolution set to, and also has a counter up in the upper right. So this dash cam is definitely a fully featured dash cam. Shoots very good video, 1080p, very clear. You can definitely pick out license plates and pick out various faces and objects that you might want to catch on a dash cam. Definitely a good option for anyone in the market for a dash cam. During the daytime when there's plenty of light, you definitely get a very good image. And even at night, this one's pretty good. It struggles a little bit where there's not a lot of street lights or a lot of lighting, but your headlights will light up mostly what you want to capture, and it does a very good job of capturing things during the day or at night. And this one comes in at just under $50, so it's definitely a good value. One thing I like about this dash cam is it's very easy to attach to your window, and then once it's attached to your window, it's very easy to level it with this little ball leveling system that they have. So you untighten this little knob here, and you're gonna be able to adjust the levelness, the swing. You can swing it around 360 degrees, and you can shoot the inside of your car if you want to. So very versatile mount. Definitely like this mount. Sticks very firmly to your window. Definitely like the mount a lot. So that's all I'm gonna have with this dash cam sent to me by DBPower. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. If I missed anything, or if you have any questions at all, ask in the comments below. Stay subscribed to stay up to date with my latest videos, latest reviews. Gonna be getting back to the quadcopters real soon, so definitely stay subscribed for that. I thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.